This video will demonstrate how to use the Fmtk Power App from 3D Solutions. The Fmtk is our fastener machining toolkit. You can see here from our launch bar. I'm just going to go ahead and pick on that. We'll fire that up. That brings up the basic form of the application. Essentially what this application does, it allows the user to interact with all the parameters in the blocks in a single block or in many blocks at one time. You'll notice here, starting from the top left hand side, we have the fastener information. We can show and hide the points for the fasteners, and then we have the different layout selections, sizes, direction, whether you're fastening into steel or cast, and a few of the other options. What those are showing is the actual parameter options we have here under the fastener parameters. So this allows us, without having to do all those clicks I just did to get into the tree, we can make changes to these parameters on the blocks by selecting them here and then applying it and checking the parts that we want to apply the action to. So I'll just demonstrate briefly a couple of these. If we wanted to add screws and dowels here and we want to set them at size 10 millimeters, for example, and we'll go ahead and we'll apply a material type to this also. So you can check any of these other ones. We can adjust lengths of dowels and screws as well, but I'll check a material type here and we'll just go with a D2. And notes, we'll call them a form steel. All these options under the material and notes are actually fed via a text file in the application folder. So if you look, we have a material and a notes text file here. You can customize these to suit whatever your needs are for your particular material types that you use or the notes that you like to have on the steels. And these will become available when you add them to the text file. They'll become available in the drop-down menu here. So once we have these items selected, we could also change machining information about the part, but for now we'll just kind of start with something simple. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to select Apply All Checked to the selected part, and that means apply all the checked items to the parts that I pick out here on the screen. If we're get going on something, we realize we don't want to change it, we can always come back and uncheck that item like this, and then it will not apply it to the steels. So we'll select Apply Checked. I'll pick the two blocks that I want to apply this information to, and you'll see a selection window up here. Once you've picked the two blocks, you just hover right over here. This is your Finish button. You say that's finished, and it's going to go in and put the changes in that we set in the form into those two blocks without you having to go dig into the parameters. Then if we wanted to hide the points on those blocks, we could pick those two, and it hides the points for you. Further, if we wanted to go in and add machining information into this, and say, for example, add a chamfer and a radius type pocket to these steels, we can select that, apply it to the parts. We'll pick our parts again, hit OK, and you can see it applies those changes to them. One of the things that's also a nice feature of this, you can go in and you can collect information from a part and then apply it to other parts. So if you have one trim steel done, for example, and you want to apply all the same attributes to another trim steel, you just hit this Collect Information from a part, select on the part, and you can see it will fill in all the information regarding this part and check all the boxes so that it's going to match them all up completely in the next steel that you select to apply those to. So this captures the information out. Then you can apply all check to selected parts to apply it to the next item that you want to. So that's the basic rundown of how to use the fastener machine toolkit, and we'll end the video here.